Okay, so Tammy, I'm going to go ahead and let you take it from here, and then we will we'll give you a few minutes to do your spiel, and then we'll ask some questions.
Okay, I'm going to start. Oh, sorry, that was an echo. I'm going to start with my 30 seconds first. Do you want to have a relaxed photo session? Do you feel nervous in front of the camera? Do you feel like your pictures don't capture your personality? Well, guess what? You have a photo session with me, and my glowing will affect onto you, and your pictures will be gorgeous, just like you are. Tammy Taz, Rock the Tazbar Photography. I'm still trying to perfect that, so that's why I figured let me get it out of the way. So a little bit about me. I was born and raised in Long Island, New York, not Long Island, New York. I have to get that out. And I am Southern born, Ashley. I was born on the southern side of Long Island, so because it's an island. So I'm a true Southern gal, but from the north. I lived on Long Island for 45 years before we moved here 9 years ago to North Carolina. We actually moved into Raleigh. I met my husband in 1985 in November, and we hit it off right away. And we actually got engaged a month later, and then 6 months later we got married. So we were both 20 years old when we got married. We're married 34 years now. I put him into his place. But I fight cancer. I've been fighting cancer since 2012. I had breast cancer. They removed my cancer, said I was clear of cancer margins and everything. 2014, it spread to my liver. I went to eat something and it didn't go down my throat. I love Arby's. It would not go down my throat. It came back up. So I knew something was wrong. I had to go to the doctor. If I didn't go see my oncologist day after Christmas, I would have been dead. My liver was so cancerous that we had to start treatment pretty quick. In that January 3rd, I had a liver biopsy, and on my birthday, I had my IV port put in because I was starting chemo on January 9th, 2013. And then in August of 2014, it spread to my bones. So I fight cancer. And then October last year, sorry, forget what year we're in because with 2020 being the way it is, I became a diabetic because of my medication, not because of my weight, not because of anything else. I mean, it runs in my family, yes, but mine was caused because of medication. So when people, I already ate my Rice Krispies treat, chocolate Rice Krispies treat, but you know, I eat whatever I want as long as I eat X amount of carbs per meal. I'm allowed 30 to 60 carbs per meal, and I pretty much do about 50. So, you know, I have that leeway, but I've been fighting cancer for a while, and people just want to know how I do it, why I do what I do. I volunteer for a group, Special Blessings, Inc., which is special needs children, because I was a nurse's assistant back in 1984. 83, 84, I did volunteer work, and I was a Samaritan, a candy striper, for people that know that age group, you know, back then in New York. So I went into nursing, and then I met my husband, and I was going to work with an AIDS patient. I just got married. I said, not happening. I was working with a disabled child. His mother didn't want him, was giving him, basically put him in a group home, and it broke my heart, and I had to give up nursing because it was like my little brother. So I gave up that, went into electronics, did shipping, receiving. I've been a secretary for them. I've done assembly. I've done a little of everything in electronics, but my passion was photography. I've had a camera in my hand since I was 7 years old. I had a Polaroid, not the ones you have now, but the extender ones, the old-fashioned ones. So, but I got into photography when I became stage 4. I got back into it again really heavy because it keeps my mind off my cancer. And I love capturing other people's memories, and people are like, but why? And because it, like I said, it keeps my mind off things. It keeps me busy. I may have cancer, but cancer doesn't have me. And I've always said that. That's been my slogan for a long time, and everybody else is adapting it. And I'm like, that's my slogan. That and screw cancer. I have a tattoo with a ribbon with a screw in it that I designed, because that's basically what it was. I never grieved my cancer because I was like, okay, what else is new? You know, I'm just go with my daily routine. And my mom had pancreatic cancer, so it wasn't new to me. But I never grieved any of my cancers. I was just like, okay, what's next? What are we going to do now? It's why I just can't grieve it, because yeah, I lost 2 parts of my body. Well, I lost more than 2 parts of my body, because in 2007, I had a 20-pound tumor. So that was my child. I had twins, a large fibroid tumor on my uterus. So that was my twins. Never had kids, but that was my twins. So, but you know, people say, oh, I feel sorry for you. Don't feel sorry for me. I take lemons and make lemonade. And Linda can tell you about my pictures, how I am with the camera. It's like, thanks, Linda. It's my way of showing my expression, but that could be my way of grieving my cancer too, because I'm just showing, it's hard to explain, but using my passion in that way helps me, I guess, grieve cancer without grieving it. Plus, I just like making people laugh, smile, and have a good time when we do photo sessions, you know. And I don't make that much money because I am on disability and I really can't make much money. So my prices are reasonable for that reason. I just want to have fun. And if I can put a smile on somebody's face that's having a really, really bad day, I did my goal for the day. So, you know, and nobody ever sees me like sad or anything. I'm always positive, because that's my private time. When I want to hide it, I don't show pain except when I'm laughing hysterical, or when my sugar's dropping and I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling so good, but give me some sugar. And I'm literally laughing. Meanwhile, I'm ready to pass out cold, you know, but that's how I deal with things, is, you know, by just doing things, you know. I could be in a lot of pain, but if I have a photo session, you know, I'm going to show up with my 100% smile on, and, you know, let's get going. You know, I may be a little slow, but hey, we're just going to get going. So, you know, but, you know, that's who I am. I'm just a go-getter, and I've always been that way. And I'm 54 years old, and people are like, you're not 54. I'm like, thank you. But yeah, I just like to get going, you know, keep going and making people happy. That's my goal in life, is, you know, while I'm still here on earth, is to make people smile, happy, and capture their personality when I take pictures. So, you know, that's about what I am. So hope that helped.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah. You all have like 20 things in common with her.
Tammy, where do you normally take your pictures at?
It depends. I'm in Zebulon, or Zebulon, I'll pronounce it right. I've gone to Lewisburg Park, I've gone to Yakes Mill, I've gone to Oakview, Nightdale Park.
People's backyards.
People's backyards. My Monte Carlo is my studio. I throw everything in there, and I have a cart next time to do, and I just bring my backdrops. And I do outdoor settings. I do have lighting to do indoors, but obviously with coronavirus, you're not catching me indoors unless I have a 10-foot pole. So, and I use a big lens, not really big lens, but enough that social distancing is there. I'm not in your face. And I never am in anybody's face. That's why I network through Zoom, is I can't be in person because of my conditions. I can't be that close, you know, and why should other people wear masks around me because of my condition? I feel bad. I'd rather just stay at home and do Zoom this way, you know. Even with my photo session, I'll take my mask off during a session because I get too hot and I just like start pouring sweat. And I tell people, you take your mask off, we're far enough away, not a big deal, just take it off. But I have to get people with the pictures with masks to prove that I am using social distancing and we are using coronavirus rules and everything. Plus, it makes a fun picture.
Yeah, I think she was like 10 feet or more away from me during my photo session, maybe even 12 feet, to be honest.
Mhm.
So it's twice what's required and outside. So I felt it was very safe and very responsible. I really did. It's Tina approved.
So, Tammy, who is your ideal customer? Like, is there, because a lot of photographers will do families, they'll do individuals, weddings. What's your forte?
I do a little bit of everything now. Actually hoping to do a maternity session, which I have never done. So that's going to be a first. I'm trying to branch out more because I am so versatile. And I don't want to just like do just families because I'll get bored very easily. I'm doing headshots right now and I love it because I can show the person's personality. I want to do real estate. And I've already had a couple of people ask me, but I was like, I'm not sure, because I don't do staging of the house. Pictures. I can go in and take pictures and that's it. But I try and do a little of everything and eventually get into weddings just because I want to get my feet wet in every field because I've studied every single field. So I kind of just want to,
Tammy, don't you feel like with weddings, the crowds might be too big and that might not be good for you?
That's going to be a problem. I'm basically small weddings, small intimate weddings.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not trying for the big ones. Plus, most people are only doing small, intimate ones now anyway. So, but if it's a big wedding, I'll just have to wear a mask and kind of like put a bubble around me to, put my gear around me so people don't come that close to me.
Where in Long Island did you live?
I'm a Suffolk County girl. I was
I
born in
know.
Nassau. I was born in Nassau County.
Where in Suffolk County? Did you hang out with Billy Joel or what?
Actually, I have met Billy Joel, but I was not in the I was close to the Hamptons. I grew up in West Babylon, actually, Lindenhurst, West Babylon, Ronkonkoma, back to West Babylon, then to Mastic. But I have met Billy Joel. I didn't get his autograph or anything because, I didn't even get soap opera autographs. I was just like, hey, you hanging out at the bar with me? Cool, enjoy your drink. And I would buy them a drink, but I wouldn't ask for autographs because I'm like, they're just there to chill, So.
Yeah.
Does anybody on the virtual call have any questions for Tammy?
You mentioned these special needs, and do you do anything for special needs? I just caught you saying that. I specialize in that, so
I volunteer for a group that her son is special needs, and it's a great group. I actually met them when I first came down here during a woman in networking group. I met them and I volunteered for them since then. So
what group is? Oh.
it's
Special blessings.
Special blessings, right?
Yeah, her son's name is Ben, and I can't remember, her name's like, is it Savannah?
No, this is Roxanne and
Roxanne, that's it, and her son's name is Ben. I met her too, I used to network with her.
yeah, Sean.
Yeah, but you'll photograph the special needs children, won't you be comfortable doing that?
I am very comfortable doing that. I don't have a problem with because I actually get down to their level like a kid. Because when I was learning to be a nurse's assistant, I actually went to we would go to the special needs school, and I would treat the kids like my brother or sister, and so I always got along with them. Sean, actually Roxanne's son, he's like my little brother. So, and when we go to parks and everything, he'll push me off the rock because I can't get up. I get stuck with my arthritis, and he'll give me a little shove to get me up. And people think he's like hurting me. I'm like, no, he's helping me get up. So, but no, I don't have a problem. I think the special needs kids are really fun to take pictures of because you get the most expression from them.
Yeah, my son was special needs, so Adam. You can read about him on my website, but That's why I dedicated my business for special needs and accessible. But they just want to be like all of us, you know, do everything and travel, do all of it we do. And
Yeah.
they're so loving. That's what I like.
Yes.
The hugs
Yes.
are great. I miss Adam's hugs, but so I want to get more involved with groups to volunteer too. I know Horse and Buddy, I'm going to try to do some more things with that. So that's great that you do that. Thank you.
Yeah, and my son is special needs, and I teach an adult special needs Sunday school at my church. I teach that class. Everybody loves the little kids, but the adults are super cool, and
Mhm.
I feel like they bring out the best version of me. I love being around them. I look forward to it every week. It's
Yeah.
really a
It
wonderful
makes you feel grateful, you know,
Yeah.
you see what they go
so
through. They have that-
accepting, so kind. It's like amazing.
oh, sorry. They have so many challenges and yet they're so
Appreciative.
optimistic and loving and happy, and it shows you to, why am I complaining?
Yeah, exactly.
Challenge, you know, yeah. So,
So Tammy, do you do a questionnaire before, like what's your procedure or process of intaking a new client?
Okay, so basically I get people asking for quotes and I always ask them, right now I'm trying to do a Zoom or a phone call with them. I need to know what they're looking for, like what kind of photo session they want. Do they want a family? Do they want a surprise engagement, which I just did? That was fun. So I had to do a skit. I actually had to make believe I was waiting for a client to come and teach them photography. And she was the client. She didn't even know it. So, but I basically will ask questions like what you're looking for. Then we read the contracts. We sign the contracts. I collect 50% upfront for a deposit to book the date. And then, you know, we set the time, the place that we're doing it. And then I want to do in person, but obviously we can't right now. So it has to all be done digitally, which really is driving me nuts because I want the client to see the pictures while I'm there with you. So I can say, I like this one better than this one, and this is why, you know, so, and then we'll meet up at the place, and I'll set up, and I don't pose you. I honestly will not really pose you. I will suggest. I won't make you stand in like this, very stiff either. So that's why I'm considered a relaxed photographer, because I can't stand that stiff look. I actually have done a wedding, a reception for my girlfriend, and the photographer they hired made her husband look so stiff, and he was so like anxious, and I was taking relaxed pictures, and they actually liked my pictures better, which, you know, but it was a wedding gift for them. So, you know, but, you know, that's how I do it.
What's the average length of time for a photo session?
45 minutes to an hour is what I charge for. If we go over the hour by 15 minutes, I don't charge extra. If we're having a lot of fun, we just keep going. But I try to honor my up to an hour, you know, so.
Also, if you change clothes, she stops the clock, which is super
Yeah.
cool. Other photographers don't do that. So I changed my
Yes.
outfit 3 times.
And
the
I was
sooner I got, the harder it was to change my
And it was great because I was able to take a sip of water. I was able to have a snack in between her change. But yes, I do stop the clock. I'm not working, so why am I going to charge you for time that if I'm not working?
That's a pretty cool distinction. I had never heard of anybody doing that.
Most photographers will not do that. They'll allow you 2 changes, but they'll keep the clock running. And I'm sitting there, why am I charging a client for something I'm not doing? If I'm just sitting there, like if I'm out in a park while you're changing, I'm taking pictures of nature. I don't care, but it's not your project. So why would I charge you for that time? That to me makes no sense. I guess because I worked in a company, if you were on break, you didn't get paid, you didn't get paid for lunch. So why would I do that for a client?
That's very distinguishable, something like Tina said that other photographers don't do. So you might want to use that to your advantage when you're talking with clients on that.
Oh, I tell them that. A lot of people are like, well, I need to change clothes 3 times. I'm like, it don't matter. Because when I book a session, I usually put 3 hours because my travel time, the time for the photo session, and if there's changing in it, at least I have that extra time. And sometimes it's 4, I'll block 4 hours just for the person change. I did a large family. It was supposed to be 20 something people. It was only 12 people instead of the 20 something people. And they did a change. And while they were changing, whoever was ready, I went and took their pictures for a separate picture. So it worked out well.
Great. Anybody else have any other questions? We're almost at the 10 of 1 time point in the meeting.
Yeah, do you have flat rates, or is it dependent on location and number of people, or?
I have a flat rate. It's $167 an hour, weddings and to everything. I was going to make packages for weddings, different price than that, for real estate and this and that. I said, that's going to drive me nuts. I said, one flat rate. I don't care if you have 1 person or if you have 50 people in the picture. If I can fit you in the lens, I will do it. You know, it's just, you know, I have packages for weddings. Like if you want a photo album, if you want that, but that I call a la carte or whatever. So I did it that way. So, but prints, like I charge $167 for the hour. Prints are extra. And I literally give you a form with the price of my prints and how many you want and everything. So and I put it in my contract. It says pictures are extra. So unless I'm doing a special like I am now.
Okay, so the subject does not then own the photographs?
No, I own the rights to it. But if you buy the full gallery, you get you get the rights to them if you buy the package. Like with what I'm doing for you ladies right now, that you're getting the full gallery for free, you have the rights to it. Even though I still own it, you have rights to use it.
Okay.
Well, Tammy, thank you so much for being the first one to get through the getting to know you and knowing your why. I think that this definitely goes into a little bit more than just a 30-second elevator pitch, and we learned a lot of good information about you as an individual, so that we're able to promote you to other people and do more business referrals for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next week, I just wanted to remind everybody that next week we're going to have Sherry McManus coming to us. She's going to also be virtual as a presenter. She's from the Lou Everett Group, which is deals with leadership and the John Maxwell theory, kind of leading. And she's going to talk to us about growth gaps, what they are, and the steps to overcome. Growth doesn't just happen. Do you have a plan to grow? So.
Yeah, she doesn't mean weight-wise.
Because yes, your business.
Celebrate the 4th of July. That's my plan to grow.
Yeah. So does anybody have anything else that they want to share? Anything going on virtually or non-virtually? Or anything that they want to, how about we do something different? Anything they want to celebrate?
Oh. I would like to give shout outs to people.
Okay.
So of course, Tammy did a great photography session. She was like a stand-up comedian. I was laughing through the whole thing. And it lasted an hour, but I thought it was 15 minutes. Like it just flew by. So it was really painless, which is, I hate being photographed. I Can't stand it. So I was very surprised. Then I would like to shout out to Alice for giving me the best birthday present this year. I'm going to show it to you one more time. Look how cool this purse is. Look, $10.99, Lee. She had that embroidered on for me. Isn't that so cool? What else? I'd like to shout out to Laura for helping me get my latest financial, my real estate acquisition, which I'm totally enjoying. And Denny for being a fantastic board member. Wendy for reminding me today that we have to send out a newsletter that I was supposed to get to it last week. So I'm totally going to reach out to Dr. Estelle because I don't think I know you and I totally want to. Sounds like a great gig. Tina hey Tina, I was thinking about embroidering the 1099 ladies right over here on the mask so I could like wear my business card. You don't care, right? That it's your brand.
No, go for it. No, go for it. In fact, I have somebody that I would recommend.
I think a lady, I paid for her to digitize the thing on so she has the computer. She can just put it right on. That's what I was thinking.
Do it.
Yeah, okay, cool. So great job for Alice, giving me the best birthday present. And
All right,
that's
anybody
it.
else?
Yes, that's all I can think of. Sorry for the people who got left out. I apologize.
How about a shout out to Nikki and American Frontier?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for providing this service.
Yes.
This is great.
Dad, thank you for air conditioning.
Yes.
It's really hot outside.
Yeah.
If I had to sit on the car,
Oh.
because I went to the North Raleigh, I had to sit in my car on the phone. And as much as I could put on the air, it still felt hot and terrible inside. So,
I want to personally thank Eileen for jumping on the call and for being an excellent, wonderful client of ours. It's been great serving you, and hopefully we can serve you even better coming into the future. We really appreciate you and all you do.
oh, yeah.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing you sometime soon, Nikki.
I know, I owe you a nice big hug.
And thank you for backing up my computers every day. I saw it got backed up last night, so thank you guys. Tell James I said hi and thank you. And Wendy, thank you for giving me suggestions how to get on here today. And thank you for your suggestions on the newsletter. And you always have come up with such great ideas, and I really like bouncing ideas off of you. You're great, so thank you.
Yeah. I'm definitely president of her fan club too, right there with you.
Anything I can do to help, just give me a call, send me an email. Text. We'll see. Sometimes
Wendy, I have some
What?
Wendy, I have some dogs that could be used brushing and shampooing.
You have some what?
I said I have 2 dogs that could be brushed and shampooed if you want to help
Dogs
out.
that could be brushed and shampooed.
You mean the ones that you let dig in the dirt? And it's so funny, Heidi goes, poor dog, and Alice is like, no, poor Alice.
That dog owns this house. People don't. The 2-legged people don't own it. The 4-legged one does. She's the princess here. So, but yes, Taz, it was really good. Your thing is, I was going to ask some questions, and then Wendy and everybody else asked my questions, so I didn't get to ask them. So, but it was really good, and it's good seeing everyone. And I really like this format, the in-person and virtual. So I think it worked out great, or at least on my end.
That's funny.
Hey, and I lived on Long Island for a little bit. It was Lawrence. You know where Lawrence, Long Island is?
Yes, I know where Lawrence, Long Island is.
Yeah, and right near JFK.
That's right.
Jail for kids.
That is terrible.
Well, that's
right,
actually what we called it.
That's John F. Kennedy Airport for the rest of the people who aren't from Long Island. Jail for kids.
I've got to go. I've got to run. I've got to get dressed because, you know, when you have to hang out by the pool, you just wear your pajamas when you sit on 11 acres of land up here.
Yeah.
So
Let's go.
If you
You all
disappear,
have a great 4th of July.
You too. I gotta
Uh-huh.
go.
I'm
Bye.
not gonna
bye.
It's great seeing you
Bye,
all.
everybody. Call me if you need masks.
All right.
I
Great
need pepper
seeing
spray.
you
I'm
all.
gonna text you right now.
And thank you, Wendy, for doing this.
Yeah,
Thanks so
thank
much,
you.
Tammy.
Have a good one.
Have a great week. Great 4th of July.
Yeah, happy 4th of July.
Yeah.
Don't end the meeting.
No, you.
Oh,
I wasn't sure if anybody else.